Kylas Routing Engine integration. Kylas Routing Engine helps you to automatically route the leads to specific users. You can set up routing rules to reassign the leads to the right owner based on criteria such as city, product, or source. Here is how you can install Kylas Routing Engine. Log into your Kylas app. Go to the Kylas Marketplace. Click on All Apps to see all the available apps. Scroll through the apps to find Kylas Routing Engine and click on it. Click on the Install App button on the top right to install Kylas Routing Engine application. This will redirect you to the authentication page where you will have to fill your Kylas login credentials. After signing in, you will be asked to give certain permissions such as Smart List, Company, User, Lead, Deal, Products and Services, Pipeline, and Contact to use this application. Give all the permissions accordingly. Once done, verify the permissions properly before you click on Allow and Install. Once the app is installed, you will be redirected to Kylas Routing Engine login page. To use the Kylas Routing Engine, you will have to sign up for the very first time. You will receive a verification email, and once you verify, you will be able to sign in. You will be required to sign in to start using the application. When you enter the Kylas Routing Engine application, click on the API Keys tab. It will prompt you to fill in your Kylas API key. To get the API key, go to Kylas CRM Settings. Under Integrations, you will find the API Key section. Click on the button and your key will appear. Copy it and paste it in your Kylas Routing Engine app and click on Save. Once the key gets saved, go to Manage Users and click on Fetch Users. It will fetch all the users that are available in your Kylas account. You can activate or deactivate users in the Routing Engine app separately to consider them for routing. Check the availability of each user for proper assignment and save the details. The Availability option lets you check the availability and shift timings of each user you have. For example, if a user does not work on some Saturdays and Sundays, you can simply untick it and tick all the other days. After you are done with this, go to Routing Flow section under the Routing Engine application to define the rules by which you would like to route the entities. Click on the Add Routing Flow button on the top right-hand side. You will be taken to the next page where you will have to add details for the routing flow. Enter the flow number and description. Choose entity type, trigger, and status. For instance, you name your routing flow as Routing for Google. You can write a description as per your requirement. The entity type would be lead. Trigger lets you decide when you want your leads to route. Here, the leads will route when the entity lead is created or updated. Select Yes to route leads when they are active. Now, move to Set Routing Rules. After clicking on Add Routing Rule, you must name your rule and specify the conditions based on which you would like to route the entities to different users. For example, source equals to website. Select the entity field, source. Operator equals. Select value, Google. You can put multiple such conditions and combine them with logical AND or operators. Now, you have set conditions in accordance with how you want the leads to route through the app. Select any strategy out of simple round robin with load checking, and route with conditional load checking, depending on how you want to get your leads assigned. Round robin will load checking checks the existing number of records assigned to each user in a routing rule, irrespective of the conditions mentioned in the rule. Simple round robin doesn't check the existing records assigned to the user, but it will assign the new leads one by one to each user available in a rule. Round robin with conditional load checking checks the existing number of records assigned to each user in a routing rule as per the rule condition. Set the look-back window in days. The look-back window is a period in number of days that the system will consider checking the number of entities assigned to the selected users to see who has the minimum number of entities. For example, if there are 4 users added in the routing rule, A, B, C, and D, and the look-back window is set to 2 days. Whenever a new entity, e.g., lead is created, then the system will check how many leads have been assigned to all 3 users in the last 2 days, and the new lead will be assigned to the user who has minimum leads. You can add multiple such rules under one flow. Rules will be evaluated in their priority order, and whichever rule gets satisfied based on conditions gets executed, and other added rules are ignored. You can drag and drop the rules in different order to change the priority. Save the flow, and you will see the list of flows that you have created so far. Only one flow for a certain event, like lead create, can be active at a time, and others will automatically get deactivated. Click on Routing Logs section under the application to see the history of entities assigned by different rules in routing logs that are maintained within the application for 30 days. This way, you will be able to set up routing rules in your system in order to reassign entities to various users in round-robin order so that the whole of your team is equally occupied.